Alright, we are back in Vanilla World of Warcraft. Alright, let's do it. Let's take a look at our inventory real quick. It doesn't look too terribly bad. Let us turn this quest in, sure. Leggings of the militia. Ooh, we'll definitely take the cloak. Equip the cloak, and we'll go ahead and get rid of the other cloak. What else do we got? Let's get our hawk out. I think what I want to do is I'm probably getting close to where I can get my carrion tamed. So I think it's level 14. So let us stable our pet. All right, stable our pet, and let's go see if we can find a one. But first, it has to be a greater. It has to be a greater carrion is what we're looking for, and they may be two. Yeah, it has to be a greater flesh ripper. Here, so level 17. Ooh, level 17. So it looks like still need to get up a little bit in level. Here's a level 16. I'm only 15. Here's a level 17. 17. 17. So the lowest one I've seen is 16. Let's go down the road a little bit. It looks like we're going to have to get at least one more level. Okay, no worries. So let's go grab our pet. Excuse me. Let's take a look at our quests. Ran right by the end. Look at my quest and just running right by. Alright, let's grab our pet out. Alright, just drag him over. That'll bring him out. Let's check his happiness level. Go ahead and feed him some food. And let's turn in this quest up here. And we still need Gore-Tusk livers and Knoll Paws. So let's focus on the Murloc eyes, the Knoll Paws, and the Gore-Tusk livers. I'm sure if we get those three done, we'll get pretty close to... Oh, we'll start to get up there. Okay, now what quest did he just give me? He wants me to kill the pillagers and the looters, which are a bitch, but for Hunter it won't be too bad. We just want the livers. Give me liver. Okay, liver's good. Oh, we need to buy some more arrows too, so let's go ahead and do that. What am I doing? Let's go ahead and skin these guys. Here's young flesh ripper, is level 11. Okay. I got a little bit of a nap earlier, so I might be able to play for a little while. We'll see. I swung by the grocery store. I got some Coca-Colas. I had a huge dinner. My girlfriend made this really nice dinner. We had steak and potatoes and mushrooms and even like this chicken stew. So I had a soup appetite. I had like a 4-course meal for dinner, actually. All right, let's head back over here. Take out these higher level Gore-Tusks. Yeah, see the 14 is just a flash ripper, 13, and then we get on to the 17, which is a greater. So, but I did see level 16 greater, so we know that it's possible. So right there, level 16 greater flash ripper. So that's the one we're gonna try to snag here as soon as we get 16. And then we'll have to run all the way back to Darkshore to grab the owl pet, or the pet that we want. All right, we still haven't, look, and I remember I still had the 2 talent points, and I still haven't used them, and I was just kind of joking, like, I don't need those, screw them. Just kept leveling without even applying my talent points, just to show you guys that hunter leveling is very easy, you know, but it's fun. I find it fun. And like I said, it'll get more difficult once we get to higher levels. I mean, hunters feel strong in the beginning, but they definitely start to level out around 40. But no, I do. She does. She does not. Nah, she doesn't. She's still like, I can't remember what she's at. Oh, you got it. Thanks. Yeah, I think she's around 50 blacksmithing. And what's the recipe? 225 or 165 for the iron? Which one? I'm not sure how high it is in that one. It's either 165 or like 190 or something. Yeah, it's a good one though. Let's see plans. So it's only 150. Hey, actually, I think she's already, I believe, 150, so she can probably use it right now. But she's not able to really get a lot of iron bars yet. But I was thinking about playing her tonight, actually. But I'm definitely going to be playing her soon because she's getting to the point where she's almost maxed out her rest time. And once she gets to that point, I definitely will play her just to burn off the rest time, you know. I'm thinking when and there was one guy on my YouTube channel, I asked him on one of my videos, like he's like, oh, I just found out about these private servers. He's like, I'm leveling up like all the different characters I want to play in Classic up to level 20 just to get a feel for them. And he was asking me how high are you going to level your characters? And I responded, well, I think I'll get my hunter around. I think I'm maybe 35. Maybe I'll get the hunter and the warrior both to around like 35ish. Because I just think by the time I get to that, or 35 for each or 40 for each, by the time I get to that, it'll be almost time for Classic. I was actually looking at the calendar at work today and looking at, taking off, what days am I going to take off that week? Now, I think he's also was saying he was going to take off Thursday and Friday. Like, the Classic comes out on a Monday here in the U.S. And I think he was talking about taking off, that Thursday, Friday. I would like to just take the whole week off, to be honest with you. But I don't know if I'll do that. But I am definitely going to be taking at least 3 days off that week. So I'm either going to take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, which would be the first 3 days that the Classic's out. Or I'll be taking off like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which would be the 3rd, 4th, and 5th day it's out. I don't know. What do you think, Ken? Should I take off the 3 days when it's out, first out, or at the end of the week? My thinking is, of course, that it's going to be really crowded and the servers are probably going to be laggy as hell the first couple days. We'll see. You never know. Let's go ahead and do some cooking because I knew I'd have some boar meat. I'm going to have to hit my cooking trainer, too. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to just take the whole week off, and I'm already taking off like 3 or 4 days for the wedding, and, and I don't want to use up too much vacation time. I have 113 hours right now, so that's like, that's quite a bit. I mean, 10 days would be, 80 hours? So 40 plus 80, what's that, 120? So I've got about 12 or 13 days vacation right now. Of course, I accrue, by the time, by the time August comes around, I'll accrue probably another day. My vacation accrues during the year. I think we can probably sell the charred wolf meat and just use the roasted boar meat because it's a better food anyway. My pet likes this food better. So we'll sell the charred wolf meat. Alright. With general bread, trade supplies. Okay. Charred wolf meat, yes. Feed my pet, sure. What else we got? Don't need this or this. I really don't see me using small spider legs. Let's get rid of that. Boar ribs, boar ribs. We'll need to head over and get the null paws. Get the Murloc eyes. But yeah, it's like Classic is so close now. I can't believe it. It's only what, like 4 weeks away? Less than 4 weeks away? Today is the 30th and it's the 26th. So yeah, it's only like 26 days away or something. I think, well, I work from home on Fridays. So I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'll just take off. Ooh, somebody killed Voltros? Oh man, you don't see this guy very often. He's a pretty rare, Voltros is pretty rare. But yeah, I think maybe I'll just stay off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then if I might be working from home Friday, so that means I'd only have to be in the office Thursday. I think Thursday is my friend's birthday at work, so since it's his birthday at work, I know he said he wanted to take off on his birthday, so it'd be a little easier if I took off if we don't both take the same day off. There's only 2 developers on our team. I mean, we have 4 developers on the team, but only 2 are full-time, which is me and my other guy friend Hayward, and the other 2 are like contractors. One of them they're trying to get hired full-time, but he's been very picky about what money he wants. He wants like a ton of money, like way more money than I'm even making. Gortus. Oh, so I finished the Gortus liver. Sweet. So let's just get the null paws, and then we'll see if we can get the Murloc eyes. Not many people around tonight. No one's watching the stream really. You got like 3 people. Ooh, these guys are hitting hard. Man, I can't even out heal this guy's damage. Not really. He hits really hard. This shows you how powerful undead are. These guys are only like level 15, but they were just tearing up my pet. There's a lot of coyotes. There's the coyote pack leader, level 11. My fave. And let's kill some gnolls. I think it was level, 14. I think I actually need to go hit my pet trainer again. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I really should have wrote that stuff down. I know at level 18 I get more skills. I think it might be 14 and 18. reset these guys. I had like 2 or 3 of their attacking me. We'll just reset these guys real quick. And take this guy out. Shit, this is level 14. Let's get this staff equipped. It's got 4 agility on it. We can kill these guys just for some clam meat. People always pass them up. They just kill the murlocs, but I don't. I'll kill these guys. I'll be like, give me some of that clam meat. Helps raise up some of my cooking if I ever need to. Let's have this rogue. Alright, let's get out of here. Finish that. What's up, Trevor? The 100 making always intrigues me, but I could never get into their combat. Thanks, Taylor. Yeah, no, it's good. I was streaming some Elder Scrolls Online, but it just was kind of boring, to be honest. So I jumped on the Hunter. Yeah, I mean, their combat can be kind of boring. I think I definitely enjoy the Paladin more than the Hunter, but the Hunter just, I enjoy the pets. I really do. I like the pets, you know. This guy's hurting me. He's hurting me. Let's go ahead and take him out. I can't help it. I love Jeremy Soule. I mean, there's other music. The other thing that's nice is a lot of these Jeremy Soule tracks aren't monetized. You know, I mean, they're not. You don't have the record companies coming after me and stuff saying, "Hey, you can't play that music on your WoW videos." So it's nice, you know. There's lots of other music I'd like to play, but they'll nail me right away for copyright infringement. But with these songs, you know, I never get bothered about copyrights. So, all right, well, we need to clear my inventory, so we're going to head to the Saldaeans farm and clear my inventory a little bit and delete and turn in this one quest. And also, you got to remember, the hunter is such a valuable party member. Like when you're doing like Upper Blackrock Spire, for example, and you want to kill the final boss, you'll be pulling him. You'll be doing a boss pull, and you'll be kiting that boss all the way out of the room, all the way over to the, you know, the hound's room, while the rest of people in your party are killing the 2 dragonkin. You know, so there's a lot of instances where as a hunter, you can kite bosses and misdirect and do all kinds of interesting things with pulling that allows your group to succeed. And then without the hunter in your group, those tasks are going to be much more difficult. So the hunter is a really, really good class for your groups, as well as just even for yourself soloing, you know. So I know sometimes it may feel boring because it is so easy, I mean, you know, leveling wise, but the hunter is a very valuable class, so don't take it for granted. It's too bad they killed the world rare boss, the vulture. You don't see her in here in the zone very often. I don't know what the timer is on that, if it's like a 24-hour timer or what, but you don't see Voltros very often. I don't yawn. I ate a big dinner, which is making me sleepy. Alright. Well, we don't need the balanced fighting stick anymore. Don't really need this potion of healing. Don't really need this malachite, but I'll hold on to it. Crawler claw, we don't really need either. Let's just get rid of it. I've got way too much okra. Let's give some of this. So they give you like 4 things as a reward for one quest, which is just a great way to fill up your inventory, especially when you're a hunter and you've already lost a bag because of arrows. Oh, what can we get rid of here? We don't need this stack of milk. I've barely been drinking milk at all. Let's just get rid of these. Get rid of this too. Let's get rid of this food as well. You just can't. That gets you is the leveling. They seem so awesome. I just can't seem to push through 30 to 40 level range. 30 to 40 is really easy. You know, get yourself to like. It just depends on the server. On a server like this, where it's not that crowded, I'll show you how you can level from 33 to 40 in just a couple hours. You know, I mean, maybe like, what is that, 7 levels? You could probably do it in 7 hours. As long as the farming spot I'm thinking of is available to you at that level, which it should be on the server because this server's not that crowded. But on the classic, you know, on classic releases, I'm not sure. Servers may be really busy. I definitely would go PvE though. I'll tell you one thing is leveling on a hunter, on any class really, on a PvE server is going to be much easier. But if you like PvP, or if you like killing other people, then you'll probably go on a PvP server. But that will slow down your leveling unless you're leveling in a, you know, with groups. I'm getting close though. We're almost to 16 already. And we were only what, about 4 or 5 bars in when I logged in, so. But I already completed a couple quests. I just had to turn them in. One silver, I guess. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Let's clear out some of the crap in our inventory that we don't need. And I'm gonna have to get on the druid and just level up her. She's got so much cloth, so I'm gonna have to get, you know, get her and craft some stuff and disenchant and level up her enchanting really quickly. Oh, Jahara sent me that short ashed bow. Nice, dude. Thank you. Sweet. Yeah, thanks, dude. 9.2 damage. That's way better than my current bow. It's level 18, so 3 levels away, but I'm not that far because I'm almost 16. All right, let's get rid of. I know I got something just that I don't need. What is this? Westfall stew. Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Anything that'll help. That's what I got, was that skinning knife, which I don't need. Don't need this belt of the militia either. It's total junk. You think all the dungeons classic are going to be easier? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to do any of the dungeons in the classic beta. I was just leveling characters up, you know, looking at the quest system and stuff. I mean, the level cap was 40, and I think I only got to 15 on a couple different characters because I didn't even realize I got invited until, like, I mean, I had been invited like 2 or 3 weeks before I even realized I was invited. Just because you know, that email account that I used for that WoW client is my old email account, which I don't really use much anymore. But it gets so much spam on it, you know. I was going to sell those 2 items. Damn it. That's okay. I'll show you guys another. You probably already know, but let's go to the vendor that actually exists inside of Moonbrook. And let us also... Who's attacking me? Let us also take a look at... I need to hit my trainer as well. The British Riverpaw. The British Riverpaw axe. That's a pretty good rogue axe. 2.8 attack speed. 2 guys killed, 2 greens dropped. You did, let's see, you did BFD on the first week, and then compared damage values with beta fusion. You're saying the mobs hit for 4 times the damage on the vanilla client as opposed to the beta, the classic, sorry. Well, I do know, okay, well that's interesting. I can tell you one thing though, that your mana regen's a lot slower, and I also know that the bosses in the raids are going to be probably more difficult. But yeah, I hope that's not the case. I'm hoping, if anything, it's more difficult, the dungeons. If they're like that much easier, I'm not going to be happy at all. In fact, that'll put a pretty big dampener on it, I think. So I hope that's not the case. That's pretty sad. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just know that they were saying that in the raids, and nobody can know because I don't remember exactly what it was like in 2004 in the original vanilla. I mean, this feels like the original vanilla, but that was so long ago. There's no way that I'm going to remember exactly what it was like. So, but it feels the same. I mean, when I'm playing the game, I remember when I played the original vanilla that when it first got difficult on my hunt, and I'm talking about my hunter, which is a pretty easy leveling class. When it first felt like it was starting to slow down and get more challenging was when I was around level 35, and I was in Stranglethorn Vale, and I remember thinking that it was getting a little bit more challenging. And yeah, we have the 8 debuff lit until later on. Oh, sorry, later on when they expand that out. I think in the non-Garage patch. But that was the way original Villa was, and at least I believe it was that way. There's people that actually know, and there's people that played that actually remember all that stuff. I just certainly don't remember it all. Ah, crap. Trying to clear to the vendor. Let's see, the problem is I can't get far enough away from these mobs to actually use my bow against them. And my pet's about to die too, so. Yeah, pet did die. Yeah, I just leveled though. I thought I saw a level there. Ding, woohoo! And I'm like, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and eat. Res our pet up, and then we're gonna go grab our owl. Hunter's pretty OP, yeah. But I remember like leveling my priest, and it was pretty rough. I mean, because I didn't know the game. I mean, nobody did. I mean, we knew from beta, but the amount of people that actually play beta. You know, I read something on. I read something today on. I don't know, somebody's website, or it was on Reddit, which I'm not a big fan of Reddit, by the way, but just so much crap out there. But I did recently where they said that originally, and somebody watched the video, and they're not the original, the developers of World of Warcraft, and they originally thought they'd only get around like maybe 10,000 people when they released the game. They was, and I actually had heard them say 100,000, but I think like he said they saw where they said originally like way before, before launch, like maybe 6 months or a year before they were even going to release the game, their target was like, oh, we'll try to get like 10,000 people, and I'm like, that seems like a very low number. For the amount of work they were putting into the game. I mean, they spent 5 years on it, developing the game. And although 10,000 people at, $15 a month, that's 100, what is it, $150,000, a month, which is, certainly not nothing. But I know once they got closer to launch, they were thinking that it would be more. They were thinking, well, I think once, what it was the beta. When they released out the betas, that's what it was. And that's what this article said, is they said, oh, maybe we get like 10,000 people playing the game when it first comes out. And then what happened was they did the betas, and once people started getting the beta and the word started spreading how great the game was, then immediately they were like, oh, shit, people are really interested in the game. We're getting a lot more people wanting to come and play this than we anticipated. And that's when they were thinking, okay, maybe 10,000 people. 100,000 people. And of course, that was wrong. So that was really their target, was to release the game and maybe get around 100,000 people. But within just a few weeks, they sold out all the copies in the stores that they had actually, they actually created. Because back then, people were, it was a CD, so you were buying the game, and it was discs, it was CDs, and they all sold. So they had to actually go and make more. And then they got to the point where there was too many people for their servers. Their servers just couldn't handle that many people. So then they had to rush. And if you guys remember from the original game, servers were fucked up. I mean, they were constantly crashing and coming down. There's a lot of shit. So it's just interesting. The game turned out to be way more popular than they expected. The one thing I heard, which I thought was really interesting, and I know I said this in one of my videos before. Actually, hold on a second. Was that one guy said he knew that he thought when he first realized that the game was something special, was that he was inviting people from his family to come in and play test the game. Like, he's inviting his wife or his kids to come in and play. And then what happened was he started going home from work, and they kept saying, when can we come in and play the game again? Yeah, you know what I mean? They liked it so much they couldn't wait to get back to his work to play that game, to play WoW. And that's when he said that's when he realized that this is not, that there's something pretty special about this game. I thought that was kind of interesting. Well, the whole point of World of Warcraft was to create a more friendly, easier leveling experience, right? So when people play, there's a lot of people you'll see saying, "Oh my God, WoW is such a, the original vanilla WoW is such a grind." It's not a grind. I mean, in fact, the people who made World of Warcraft were people who were playing, they were playing EverQuest, and they were playing, what's that game? They were playing Ultima Online, and they were playing some of these other games that were serious grinds. I came from Lineage 2. Lineage 2, the fastest player, the fastest leveler, the guy who was known for leveling characters faster than anyone, who was the first max level character in the game. It took him 6 months to get to the max level in Lineage 2. So 6 months, right? You can get to max level in WoW in a week, If you play a lot, you can do it in a week. Now, people who originally played the game who didn't know the game probably didn't do it that fast. Maybe it took them, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or at the most maybe a month. The people that were playing like a lot and doing the quest lines and stuff. But it was created. World of Warcraft was one of the things they were trying to do was create a more accessible MMO experience that wasn't so grindy like the Eastern MMOs. Like the Lineage 1 or Ultima Online or even Lineage 2. So I always find it really hilarious when people are like, "Oh, it's such a grindy, it's so slow." I'm like, "No, it's not." And it certainly wasn't the point. That certainly wasn't what they were trying to do. They were trying to make it a lot easier to level. You compare it to, you compare it to 6 months to get max level, and it only takes like a couple of weeks or a month and a while. That's a lot easier. Like, here's my level 16. Let me tame this guy real quick. Let's go ahead and put this on C. And there's the ability we're looking for. See that? I tamed this greater, and he's got Screech. So we'll use him. We'll kill a few mobs until it says in yellow text in my chat window here, "You have learned the ability Screech rank 1." And then we can dump them and go get the actual owl or bird that we want to get to then train Screech, to then train that ability to them, Yeah. When you die, like in Lineage 2, I played Lineage 2 one day, and this is the day that I quit Lineage 2. I was like level 41 Spell Howler, and I was grinding mobs, right? I got all my potions of speed and all my potions of increasing my spell damage, and I got all my buffs from some other buffer in the game who would come over and give me the buffs I need to help me move fast and cast faster and all that. And I'm grinding mobs for like an hour. And maybe when I started grinding, I was 0% into the level. After an hour, I was like maybe 5%, right, into the level. And then, then an assassin pops out, a Dark Elf assassin pops out of stealth. It just boom, 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 kills me. And okay, now I'm back down to 3.5% gained on my level because I died. I'm like, okay, then I can run back to my corpse, right? Start killing. About 10 minutes later, assassin comes out, boom, 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 kills me. Then I'm down to about, 1% gained on my level in about an hour and 20 minutes of gameplay. Like, all right, so I keep playing for about another 30 minutes, and I get back to maybe 3% gained on my level. Then assassin comes out, boom, 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 kills me. And then I'm like, the previous level. Now I've actually lost it. I'm actually going backwards. You know what I mean? And so I, at this point, had played about 2 hours of hardcore just grinding mobs over and over and over again. And I was lower level than I was when I started. And at that day, I was like, I'm done with this game. I honestly, I got kind of, I guess you could say I rage quit, but I just was so frustrated. I was like, I just can't deal with this, It's tough, dude. Especially when you're a clothy like that, Anyway, let's go ahead and get our Screech ability learned. Good times, man. Good times. Let's see. See, his corpse is still there. When you get like kind of a rare world boss and he gets killed, his corpse will literally sit there for like frickin' 20 or 30 minutes. Because I'm pretty sure this guy's like about a 24-hour respawn. I'm gonna Google it because I'm really curious. It says 21 to 32 hours on his respawn. You don't see him very often. See the debuffs? I'll show you. See it? I learned it already. That's pretty fast. You have learned new spell, Screen Shrink 1. I'm just thinking it's funny because that was about as fast as you'll ever learn a skill. Usually you have to kill like anywhere from 3 to 6 mobs maybe. But check this out when he goes in and watch on the nameplate. He's got the streak on him. So that's gonna debuff him. Well, here I'll just show you the tooltip. Blast a single target, so it does 79 damage and lowers the melee attack power of all enemies in range by 25. So it's a really nice ability. You know, your pet's not going to take as much damage because he's he's debuffing mobs, but it's also good in a group setting, especially where you have multiple mobs coming at you. Let's say you pull 3 mobs in, UBRS. That shriek's going to significantly reduce their damage. Because a lot of the stuff in UPRS is going to be melee damage. Hey, Kelly. Plans on Classic launch. I get asked this question a lot. I'm going to create a guild called the Knights of Faith, which is a guild I run on these servers. I've done it a couple times. Let me turn the music down just a tad. And I'm going to be playing a paladin, protection paladin, and I'll level that paladin like 10 or so, 10 or so, or 10 or 15, and then I'll create my priest, and then I'll level my priest to like 10, and then I'll park her in Stormwind. Then I'll create my hunter, and I'll level him to 10. Then I'll go back to my paladin, and I'll burn off all his rest time. And then all the loot I get on my paladin and my hunter, all the greens that I don't want, go to the priest because she's enchanting and tailoring. So she'll be disenchanting, raising her enchanting skill, and raising her tailoring. And I'll just keep rotating those 3 classes on rest time, although the priest may not level too much. I just need to get her up to level 10 until she maxes cloth and enchanting to 150, and at that point then I'll level up to 20. But I'll try to make sure she doesn't, that I burn off any rest time that she go like Cathers. But I'll be rotating 3 different characters. And I'll be running a guild, hopefully, and we'll have some good people in there. Not a super hardcore guild or anything like that, but just something for fun. Yeah. Leveling, well, especially when you get to when you get all your characters like level 45 or 50, then, I mean, dude, the only way to level is on rested time. It sucks when you're like 50 to 60 and trying to do it all without rested time, especially the way I play, because a lot of times I'm just grinding mobs. I hate doing quests. I absolutely despise quests. So anyways, now I gotta dump this pet. So dismiss, abandon, and we're out of here. Let's go grab our other pet. So we're gonna jump. Our hearth is gold share, so that's not gonna do us any good.